Hey, what's going on, everyone? How you guys doing today? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is $3 Theater. And Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is almost upon us, right? And that means like the last 2 years of fighting. Oh, God, so much fighting over The Last Jedi. It could potentially come to an end. If the movie is decent, if the movie is at least decent, better than The Last Jedi, I think a lot of people are going to be in a good place overall, right? That's my take. That's my hot take on it. But we're still going to have to deal with The Last Jedi. It's still going to be there. It's part of the canon. It's never going to go away. But I'm hoping as time goes on, we do get a little bit more information from the cast about how they really feel about it. Now, we know that the actor that played Admiral Ackbar was not happy with how he was treated, right? And he actually had said that after they were done, he went back to his trailer and he cried because of how he was treated. He wasn't happy at all, showing you another reason just why and how Rian Johnson didn't really care about the franchise. And another person that's bringing it up now actually is, Anthony Daniels. Now, to be fair, talking about Anthony Daniels, he is a curmudgeon-y old dude. He is very curmudgeon-y. Everyone knows he's curmudgeon-y, but he says what he thinks, and he doesn't hold back. And why should he care, right? The dude's in his 70s. He's done a bunch of these movies over the years, a bunch of other things involving Star Wars. I mean, at this point, his life's work is C-3PO. And he's happy with where he stands right now with The Rise of Skywalker because he gets that big arc. He gets that big thing that we saw in the trailer. But when it comes to The Last Jedi, he's not very happy. And he finally speaks out a little bit. He says here, actually, Star Wars actor Anthony Daniels says 3PO was just table decoration in The Last Jedi. Because of course he was. Of course he was. He wasn't he didn't do anything in that movie. And the same could be said for The Force Awakens. All right. I would argue that much as well. But you figure in The Last Jedi, there would have been more for 3PO to do. Now, it says here that Star Wars actor Anthony Daniels had said that his character was table decoration in The Last Jedi. The actor plays robot C-3PO in the Skywalker saga, the Skywalker Star Wars saga, which comes to an end with the release of The Rise of Skywalker later this month. But speaking recently, Anthony shared his less than favorable take on his part in the second movie of the most recent trilogy, The Last Jedi, before adding that his role in The Rise of Skywalker was a delight. Now, again, with Anthony Daniels, if you basically treat him well, he's going to be very, pleasing to work with. But clearly, he's not holding back now. And honest to God, why would he? It says here, in The Last Jedi, I became a table decoration, which I regretted because 3PO was worth more than that. And that's so true. You know, the Skywalker, the whole Star Wars universe starts off with 3PO and R2-D2 for the first solid 20 minutes of the movie. You know, they're the characters that we follow, the characters that we fall in love with right off the bat, and they always have been, they always will be. You know, when Kenny Baker died, it was very tragic. Anthony Daniels has played the role for over 40 years. Fans love him. And you figure they would have given him more respect, more things to do in the second movie of this third trilogy, considering he was all the way through the other movies. But unfortunately, nope. It just says here, all he does is weird stuff in this one, which was a delight, a joy. I get to go out on a high. So that tells me that 3PO ain't going to make it. He can't spoil it 100%, but I think watching that trailer when it's, 3PO going to get his memory wiped, that 3PO is going to go out on a high. And I think that's going to be good. Kevin Smith has talked about that a bit. He has said that he was there on the day that they were filming that scene, that it was Anthony Daniels' best moment, that there was tears. It was great. But really, again, this table decoration line here is something that I feel needs to be lauded more. And it's another reason why Rian Johnson should probably never go anywhere near a Star Wars property again. Now, I did say that if they brought him on to direct The Mandalorian or an episode or two of The Mandalorian, but they kept him on a tight leash, I'd be okay with that because he's not writing. You can tell that he doesn't have a connection to the original trilogy. Not at all. That he doesn't have that childhood connection that so many people have. And as a result, 3PO got shafted in the second movie. Now, granted, like I said, JJ didn't do much better in The Force Awakens, but at least, it was bringing everyone together for what was going to be the second movie, which then again, Johnson just broke everybody apart. Now, he says here, this is my third ending, and I think I'll be the saddest about this one. Return of the Jedi was, it had Ewoks in it, for God's sakes. No one likes the Ewoks. No one has ever liked the Ewoks. But that being said, again, this is his third ending, and he had his memory wiped before at the end of Revenge of the Sith, and this one is going to have it again, and this is his final farewell. Now it says here the comments follow a big Skywalker C-3PO fan theory that 3PO will have his memory wiped by the First Order, which digital spy readers think is true. And if you followed some of the leaks or some suggestions about that, some things like that, I don't quite know necessarily like how much is true, how much isn't true. But when I think about Anthony Daniels here, when I think about this guy who's been playing this role for so long, he should have had more respect given to him by Rian Johnson. There should have been more of a pushback. And I think at this point, he kind of regrets it. He's been a bit of a team player, even if he's been a curmudgeon old guy. But again, I think a lot of people are finally going to come out and share their grief stories with the Last Jedi, because going forward, their characters are done. So what more do they have to hide? And I think a lot of fans out there would be very happy to know that that they're not the only ones who weren't happy with how Rian Johnson handled that second movie. And Anthony Daniels is now at least another one to add to the list. Let's hope we find out more from Mark Hamill at some point in time, who's been very kind of cagey. He said a couple things here and there, but then he tries to pull it back a little bit. But we all know where Mark Hamill stands on the situation. Anyway, your thoughts, your opinions, let me know down in the comments below. I will talk to you guys later. Have yourself a fantastic day. Please hit that like button. Smash it like with the anger of 1,000 very pissed off gods. Hit that notification bell when you hit on that subscribe. I'll talk to you all later. Have yourself a great day, and peace out. This video is supported by patrons like you. If you'd like to become a patron, please head over to patreon.com/Matt Jarbo.